So in last two classes, what we have seen that in first case, we have diagonalized our H naught, which is solvable Hamiltonian, and our W dash is obviously not diagonalized. Then we diagonalize W dash also. In second case, what we have seen, our H naught is not diagonalized. W dash is also not diagonalized. But we are very fortunate that when we are diagonalizing our H naught, we are also diagonalizing our W dash basically, because both have common set of eigenfunction. So this is very fortunate thing. Uh, Today we will just solve a final version of problem where first we have to write our H naught in a diagonal form. Then we will see when we will write the potential in a matrix form in the basis in which H naught is diagonalized. Then we will see our W is or W dash is not going to diagonalize. Then what we have to do? We have to diagonalize W dash also. And obviously, in whatever notation the problem is given to you, you have to transform it into the matrix form, and then only you can solve the problem. So this is very important thing. So we will try to solve 2 and 3 problem, because it will take a lot of time to calculate each and every points. So it is little bit lengthy one, but yes, they are very important for your examination point of view. So let us go for one basic problem. Okay. So the first problem is all about particle in 3-dimensional box. So we will give some perturbation to the 3-dimensional box, and we will see what will happen to the first excited state, because first excited state is what? Degenerate in nature. So let us try to go for this. So what we have our original Hamiltonian as given by potential Vxyz is equal to 0, where x is between 0 to a, y is between 0 to a, as well as z is between 0 to a. So it is something like cubical box, and this is infinity otherwise. And what I have to do, I am just giving one perturbation to this particular system. And what is this perturbation? The perturbation is, let's say, HP, and this will be V naught, and this is between when x is between 0 to a by 2 and y is between 0 to a by 2 and 0 otherwise, and it has 0 otherwise. So this is our perturbation. What we have to do, we have to calculate the first order correction in ground state, and we have to go for first order correction in first excited state. First excited state. Obviously, ground state is straightforward. First excited state has a little bit more complication because it is degenerate in nature, and you will see how we will proceed the problem. You have to go with the step by step. Okay, so first we have to just identify this system. What is this system? This system is nothing but particle in cube. You can just say that particle in cube. So this is 3-dimensional box, and where a, b, so x, y, z, all parameters are same. So this is our 3-dimensional box. Now let us go for wave function. What is energy eigenvalue? So energy eigenvalue is all about nx square plus ny square plus nz square, and I can put some value E naught. E naught is parameter. You can just say E naught is nothing but pi square h cut square upon 2 ma square. But what is allowed value of nx, ny, nz? The nx, ny, nz are the independent value, and they are 1, 2, 3, and so on. Ny is also allowed value 1, 2, 3, and so on. And nz is also allowed value 1, 2, 3, and so on. And what will be our energy eigenfunction? So I can write my energy eigenfunction as nx, ny, nz, and this value is, we can write 2 by a sine nx pi x upon a root 2 by a sine ny pi y upon a and root 2 by a sine nz pi z upon a. The thing is that we have x is between 0 to a, y is between 0 to a, and z is between 0 to a and 0 otherwise. We know all this story. We know all this thing very nicely. So what will be our ground state wave function? So our ground state wave function is basically, I can write in form of, I can write ground state wave, and we can write it in form of kit also. So there is not any problem. So ground state wave function is basically, I can go for 1, 1, 1, isn't it? And this is degenerate or non-degenerate? Obviously, it is non-degenerate. So here we can go for the non-degenerate perturbation theory. So let us go for non-degenerate perturbation theory. So what is perturbation? The perturbation is V naught, where x is between 0 to a by 2 and y is between 0 to a by 2. So let us go for this particular thing. So I can give the notation that the correction term in state 1, 1, 1 up to order 1 is given by psi 1, 1, 1 HP psi 1, 1, 1. You can write W here, you can write HP here. Here there is not any lambda, so we will write that HP and W both are same. So you can just adjust according to the situation. And here the work of lambda is done by V naught, and it should be very small number. Okay, so you should always appreciate this particular calculation. So what I have to do? What is HP? HP is V naught, but we have to go into integral form. So when we will go for integral form, then the x part is 0 to a by 2, and this is 2 by a sine square pi x by a, and V naught will be always there. This is dx. The second part will be 0 to a by 2, 2 by a sine square pi y upon a dy. And what about z? What about z? You can see the perturbation. The z is from 0 to a, and that will be 2 by a sine square pi z upon a dz. By the way, what is this integral?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. What is this integral? 1 by
1
2.
by 2.
And what about this integral? Is 1.
1.
Okay, because we know all the story. This is nothing but if you will see this integral as a one-dimensional system, then this is getting the probability in a ground state up to 0 to a by 2, and we know that feature. So this value is V naught into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equal to V naught by 4. So this is all about your first order correction in a ground state. So we have just used non-degenerate perturbation theory, and we can easily solve it. But thing is that, let us go for first excited state, and we will see there are lot of calculation we need to do. Okay, so let's go for first excited state. So right now, are you people comfortable?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. So let's go for first excited state. So now for the first excited state, what will be the eigenfunction? What are the possible eigenfunction? The possible eigenfunction are psi 211, isn't it? And also psi 121 and also psi 112. And all these three have the energy eigenvalue that will be 6 E naught. Isn't it? That value is what? 6 E naught. So now what we have to do? We have to just write the H naught in a matrix form in which H naught is and matrix form in a diagonalized form. So how you will write H naught in a matrix form? What should be the basis? Unless until you don't have basis, you cannot write in a matrix form. So here our choice is that I have to write H naught in a matrix form. Sorry, H naught in a matrix form, as well as it should be diagonalized. Then obviously the energy eigenfunction will be the best option. Yes? Because energy eigenfunction are the orthonormal in nature and they are also eigenfunction of H naught. So if we will try to find out the all possible matrix element of H naught, then what you will get? You will get eigenvalue in a diagonal term, isn't it? Let us assume I am just writing this one as a phi 1, this one as of equivalent to phi 2, this one as a equivalent to phi 3. So what will be your H naught 1 element? This is nothing but phi 1 H naught phi 1, isn't it? And if this is H naught phi 1 H naught will operate on phi 1, what you will get? बताइए, H naught will operate on phi 1, what you will get? 6 E naught. So that will be 6 E naught phi 1. And what you will get? 6 E naught phi 1 phi 1. So first term is 6 E naught. What about H naught 1 2? This is matrix element. You remember? What will be H naught and 1 2? That will be 0. Very good. So H naught phi 2, H naught will operate on phi 2. Again, you will get 6 E naught, but phi 1 and phi 2 are what? Orthogonal. So it will be 0. So can I write this particular thing in a very confident way that my H naught is 6 E naught 0 0 0 6 E naught 0 0 0 6 E naught. This is my H naught in a diagonal form in a basis of energy eigenfunction. Are you people comfortable up to this?
Yes, sir.
Now, the real challenge is that I have to write perturbed term in a matrix form, but what should be the basis? The basis is this particular eigenfunction because my H naught is diagonalized in the basis of this eigenfunction. Are you getting this story very clearly? So what we have to do? We have to calculate all 9 elements of that particular matrix, that particular potential, the Potter potential. That is operator. And you can represent your operator in a matrix form. So let us go for that. But what is your perturbation? You have your perturbation that V. So this will be HP and this will be nothing but V naught if X is between 0 to A. Y is 0 to A by 2. Y is between 0 to A by 2 and 0 otherwise. Okay, and 0 otherwise. This is my perturbation, and I have to write this perturbation in a matrix form in a basis of this particular thing. Okay, so let us try to go for writing all possible elements of the matrix. So yahan tak clear hai na aapka? Now, what is psi 211? What is psi 2? So we have to first write all these things, then we will go in a calculation part. It will take time. It will take time. So have a patience. Okay. So I can write phi 1 as psi 211. This is just a notation. Okay. Just for this, we can easily write this particular thing. And this will be nothing. 2 by a sine 2 pi x by a. 2 by a sine pi x by a. 2 by a, sorry, pi y sine pi z by a. This is psi 211. What will be phi 2? Phi 2 is psi 121. What will be this value? 2 by a sine pi x upon a. 2 by a sine 2 pi y upon a. And 2 by a sine pi z upon a. Third one, phi 3 psi 112, and they are triply degenerate. So this will be 2 by, so why this H0 is 3 cross 3 matrix. So this is 2 by a, and that value is sine pi x upon a. 2 by a sine pi y upon a. 2 by a sine 2 pi z upon a. And this is between 0 to, x is between 0 to a, y is between 0 to a, and z is between 0 to a and 0 otherwise. Now, let us go for calculation of HP11. Okay, this is my matrix element. So what I have to do? Phi 1 HP phi 1. Are you people comfortable? We have to calculate this one. So we have to calculate 9 element. We don't know what will happen. So we have to calculate each and every element. So let us try to go for this. So this one is, so now write it in a very tricky way. Okay. So take the V0 common, and this is first one and this is second one. Okay. So we have 0 to a by 2, 2 by a sine pi x by a, 2 by a, sorry, this will be 2 na, 2 pi x by a sine 2 pi x upon a dx. This is first term, 1 1. So this is first term. What will be second term? 0 to a by 2, 2 upon root 2 upon a sine pi y upon a root 2 upon a sine pi y upon a. And let's go for third one, 0 to a, and this will be root 2 upon a sine pi z upon a root 2 upon a sine pi z upon a dz. Here is dy. Okay. Now we have to do all this calculation. So what will be this value? What is this value? Anybody can tell me? Bataiye. What is this value? What is this integral? Obviously half, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This integral is half. Just you can see the one dimension picture. This is one dimension, this is another dimension, this is the third dimension. So what is this value? This value is half, because even if you are into the first excited state, the probability to find the particle between 0 to a by 2 is half. So obviously, and if you are not able to understand this physics, then you can calculate it. This is nothing but sine square 2 pi x by a, 0 to a by 2. You will just get this value is half. What about this value? Anybody?
Half.
Half. That value is also half. What about this value?
1.
1. Very good. So this value. So you have to be very intelligent when you are doing the integration. Okay. Very few time you have to do the all integration. Otherwise, you can do it with the physics. If you understand the physics, you can easily do it in a very nice form. Okay. Are you getting my point? Okay. So my first HP, the first element is all about V0 upon 4. Okay. So similarly, we have to calculate each and every element. Okay. But yes, there are symmetry. So you have to calculate 2 and 3 number only. Now let's go for 5, 1, 2. So what I will do, I will put 2 here. So this is my 2. This is my 2. This is my 2. So what I have to do, I have to change. What will happen to phi 2? This x part will be not 2 pi x. This is only x. Are you people comfortable? So much better thing is that you can use your pencil. And what about this value? This value will be, here you can write, the first will be remain same. That will be 2 pi y upon a dy. And what about this? This is same in both the thing. So I have written same thing. Now, what will be this integration?
4 upon 3 pi.
4 upon 3 pi. We have done it earlier, isn't it? हम लोगों ने कर रखा था इस इंटीग्रेशन को. This is not 0, please. This is not 0. So this value is what? 4 upon 3 pi. How you will do this integration? 4 upon 3 pi. How you will do this integration? Very simple. You can just go 2 by a outside and take 2 here, and you will go 0 to a by 2, and you have sine square pi x upon a cos pi x upon a dx. You can put sine pi x by a is equal to t, cos pi x by a dx is equal to dt, and you can integrate it. That value is 4 upon 3 pi. And we have done it into our one-dimensional box in some calculation, isn't it? So remember that type of calculation always, because it will work into your approximation method. Now, what about this integration? Exactly 4 upon 3 pi, because these two are same thing. Only x is there, y is there. And what about this one? This one is again 1. So, and yes, V0 is also there. So second integration is 16 upon 9 pi square V0. 16 upon 9 pi square V0. Let me check whether we have done it correctly or not. Yes, 9 pi square V0. Now let us go for 1, 3. Then we can write all the element directly. So let us go for 1, 3. So when we have 1, 3, then what is this value? This is 1, 2. For 3, this is x. It's okay. What about this one? What about this one? 1 and 3. Both will be pi y, pi y, pi y, pi y by a. And what about this one? This will be 1 and this will be 2. So this, you can write this thing as 2 pi z upon a dz. So what is this integration? What about this integration? Please look at here. What about this integration?
4 by 3 pi.
No, this is 0. This is between 0 to a. This is orthonormal function, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is not a by 2. If it will be a by 2, then you can give for 16 V0 by 9 pi square. So this is 0. So similarly, this integration will be 0. Now you can see, you can just analyze all this thing. You will find that diagonal term will be always V0 by 4, and 1, 3, 2, 3 term will be always your 0. And this will be symmetric matrix. So this will be 16 V0 upon 9 pi square 0, 0 V0 upon 4. So now You can easily calculate this thing. So there is not any problem. You can easily calculate. And we are not doing any integration actually. We are just using the symmetry and we are just writing this particular HP. So this is 16 pi square actually. So this is your HP matrix. Now look at here. This is your diagonalize, but this is not diagonalize. Are you getting my point? And this HP is written in a basis in which HP H0 is diagonalized. So now what I have to do? What will be my final thing? We have to go for the final level. What we have to do? क्या करना होगा
You
हमें?
have to diagonalize HP.
Obviously, we have to diagonalize HP. And what will happen when we will diagonalize HP? The eigenvalue will be in the diagonal term, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the final resort? The final resort is that you have to just calculate what is the eigenvalue of this matrix, isn't it? So let us try to calculate what is this particular eigenvalue of this particular matrix. So let us go for this. यहाँ तक clear है ना? So you can see how much time taken problem is there, but in the examination you have to do smartly. Here I am explaining each and everything, so it will take time, but otherwise there are beautiful symmetry into the calculation, so you can do it very nicely. Okay, so let us try to go for eigenvalue of this particular thing. So I think the eigenvalue is V0 by 4 minus lambda. I am just expanding about this, and we have V0 by 4 minus lambda whole square minus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square whole square, isn't it? This is the thing. So I can, this must be equal to what? 0, just for the eigenvalue. You can just put minus lambda is equal to 0, and you will get this particular thing after the determinant. So what is value of lambda? 1 lambda is V0 by 4. It will remain same. And here we are just going to take the value a plus b into a minus b. Okay. So V0 by 4 minus lambda plus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square is equal to 0. So lambda is equal to V0 by 4 plus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square. This is second one. And third one, V0 by 4 minus lambda minus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square must be 0. So this is lambda 1, this is lambda 2, and you can go for lambda 3. And this will be V0 by 4 minus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square. So now, what is going to happen? Before the perturbation, you have only 6 E0. You have only 6 E0. But when you are giving this perturbation to this particular system, then what is going to happen? It will just change, and it will change such that the lowest value will be V0 by 4 minus 16 upon 9 pi square V0. Second value is V0 by 4, and third value is V0 by 4 plus 16 V0 upon 9 pi square, and it is completely broken. The three-dimensional system is broken into 3 level, and you can see that we have completely broken the degeneracy. Yes. So these are the problem. So this problem have asked into your exam also. Okay. So you have to be prepared in a very nice way. Okay. So should we go for next one problem? Yes. Anna? It will always take time. So you cannot complain that we are doing just only one problem. It will always take time. Okay. Whatever the problem will come, it will take time. So let us go for next problem. This is very interesting problem. Okay. So let's go for this. यहाँ तक clear है? कोई डाउट है तो
Yes,
पूछ
sir.
सकते हो, है ना? एंड यस, यू हैव टू बी वेरी पेशेंस, एवरीथिंग वी नो, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि हमें नहीं पता है, बट व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू बी एनफ पेशेंस दैट यू कैन डू स्टेप बाय स्टेप in your exam hall. Okay, and be confident about your calculation. This is the most important thing. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
सर परटर्बेशन ओनली एक्स एंड वाई डायरेक्शन में था
Mhm.
सर, वो जो कैलकुलेशन किया इसलिए वो जेड डायरेक्शन में परटर्बेशन पर मतलब 0 to a ही ले लिया क्योंकि
हाँ,
वो
yes,
part-
yes, yes, yes.
ये भाई
हाँ, बिल्कुल। बिकॉज एचपी को देखोगे ना कैसे जा रहा है वो, एचपी में तो 0 है वो, मतलब एचपी में तो कोई
Yes, sir.
परटर्बेशन नहीं है ना, तो 0 to a तक जाएगा वो, ठीक है, बिकॉज वी हैव वेव फंक्शन इन डायरेक्शन ऑफ जेड ना।
यस सर।
Okay. So let us go for next problem. So next problem, I have just remove all the parameters such that we can do the clear calculation. So this is my H naught, and this is something px square upon 2 plus py square upon 2 plus half x square plus y square. Okay. This is nothing but harmonic oscillator with m is equal to 1 and omega is equal to 1, nothing else. Okay. And the first excited state is given by, obviously this is what will be the first excited state? Degenerate or doubly degenerate? Sorry, non-degenerate or something degenerate is there? Doubly degenerate. Okay. Because you know what will be the energy eigenvalue. The energy eigenvalue is all about nx plus ny plus 1 h cut omega. Remember? And h cut and omega all are 1. Okay. So assume these all are, this value is equal to also 1. So just for the simplicity. Okay. And it is given psi 10. Psi 10 is given as, I am just giving you in a normalized way. So that value is actually root 2 upon pi x exponential minus x square plus y square by 2. Okay, this is your psi 10. And what will be psi 01?
सर x की जगह y हो जाएगा।
Exactly, यहाँ x की जगह पर क्या हो जाएगा? y हो जाएगा। So we know all this stuff. अगर ये एग्जाम में नहीं भी दिया रहे तो आप कर सकते हो, है ना? बिकॉज यहां तक तो हम लोगों ने किया ही है। y exponential minus x square plus y square by 2. Now, perturbation is very interesting. Look at this perturbation. The perturbation is given by, let's say, some epsilon naught, some parameter with the dimension x, y, as well as, I think this is x square plus y square by 2. Okay, yes, this is my HP. So we have to just go for first order correction into this HP. We have to just go for first order correction. So, okay, I can assume this is my phi 1. I can assume this is my phi 2. Okay, just for the notation. Okay, what will be H naught? What will be your H naught? Can you write the value of H naught? Is that it is diagonal or non-diagonal into this basis? It should be always diagonal, isn't it? And what will be H naught? Nx is equal to 1, ny is equal to 0. So that value is 2. You have always, and this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 2. So this is your H naught. Are you people comfortable up to this? यहां तक किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है?
2h का ओमेगा था सर, h का ओमेगा इक्वल टू 1 ओके हुआ ना?
सॉरी,
एनर्जी में h का ओमेगा बाय 2 होगा।
नो नो नो, आप भूल रहे हो। nx
सर 2h का ओमेगा था।
प्लस हाफ h कट ओमेगा प्लस ny प्लस हाफ h कट ओमेगा, है ना? So when you will add it, then you will get nx plus ny plus 1 h cut omega. Remember your two-dimension box harmonic oscillator?
Yes sir.
है ना?
इक्वल टू 1 क्यों है?
इक्वल टू 1 नहीं है, इक्वल टू 1 नहीं है। h कट ओमेगा को 1 मैंने किया है। ओके, h कट ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू 1। ओके, are you getting this? This is just for the number, na? H cut omega is what? Number. I just assume this is 1 for the simplicity. Otherwise, you can put the value H cut omega. Don't worry.
Yes sir.
Are you getting this thing? Why I have keep it this particular thing is 1?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
So this is just for the calculation, for the simplicity of calculation. So are you comfortable that why this H naught is 2200?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now let us go for HP11. What is HP11? So that is phi 1 HP phi 1, isn't it? So let us go for this. You will go from minus infinity to plus infinity. So you have epsilon upon 2 outside, minus infinity to plus infinity. This value is root 2 upon pi x exponential x square plus y square by 2, and then this number will come xy x square plus y square, and then you have exponent, you have this value again 2 upon pi x exponential x square plus y square upon 2 dx dy, and we have to go for double integral minus infinity to plus infinity, isn't it? What will be this integration? What will be this integration? Let us go for just, we will just divide it into 2 parts. Otherwise it is not solvable. So it is little bit a lengthy integration. Epsilon upon 2 is here.
E to the power minus था ना?
Huh? E to the power minus, yes. E to the power minus. E to the power minus, yes, obviously. So what will be my first integration? So this will be multiply with this one, then one integration will there. This will be multiply with this one, then another integration will be there. Okay. Minus infinity to plus infinity. You have 2 upon pi x into x into x is 4. So x4 y exponential minus and sorry, this will also there. This will also there. So there is 1x, 2x, 4, and that will be 5x. X to the power 5 into y. E to the power minus x square plus y square. This into this. Here we have dx dy plus second integral minus infinity to plus infinity, minus infinity to plus infinity. What you have? You have 2 upon 5, 2 upon pi, and then you have to multiply with this. So x into x into x, that will be x cube, and here this y into y is y cube, and this value into this value. So this value is exponential minus x square plus y square dx dy. Now, what will be this integration?
0.
0. Exactly. Very good. Why? Because if you will separate the x part, you will separate the y part. Both are odd function. You will go to 0. So this integration is straightforward. 0 plus 0. Okay. So HP11 and similarly HP22 both will be what? 0. सेम फंक्शन आ जाएगा ना, उसी तरह से यहां पर आ जाएगा. उसमें क्या हो जाएगा? You will have y term will be 5 and x term will be 1, and then here you have both will be cubical term. So you have your, again that term will be also 0. So you can do this exercise with yourself. HP22 is equal to 0 and this will be 0. Let us try to calculate the next term, and that will be HP12. So should I go for that integration?
Yes, sir.
वहां पर अंतर क्या हो जाएगा? इसको तो ऐसे ही रहने दे रहा हूं, इसको मैं हटा रहा हूं, है ना. सो एक बार में कर ले. देखो ये सब करना पड़ेगा. यू कैन नॉट लीव दिस पार्ट. अगर एग्जाम में सेलेक्ट होना है तो ये तो करना ही होगा. नाउ लुक एट हियर. व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, आई एम जस्ट कीपिंग दिस थिंग एज y. ओके, देन एवरीथिंग इज ओके, है ना.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us go for our all integral value. So I can keep root under 2 pi. So again we will go for in the same way. So epsilon naught by 2, we have minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is 1 2. So we have 2 upon pi. We have this x, this x, this x square. So what we'll have? We have x to the power 4, isn't it? And we have
Yes,
this y and this y. So that value is y square, and you have exponential x square plus y square by 2 by with the minus sign, and this is dx dy. Are you people comfortable up to this? Second part, we have to go with this. So this x, and this y square, and here is 1 y square, y4. So here we have minus infinity to plus infinity, 2 upon pi, and here we have y4 x square exponential minus x square plus y square dx dy, है ना. ठीक है. Now we have to do this integration. Don't worry, this integration and this integration will give us same value, isn't it? दोनों इंटीग्रेशन सेम वैल्यू देगा या डिफरेंट वैल्यू देगा? जस्ट आस्क मी, जस्ट टेल मी.
same.
Same value, don't worry. So we can just do one integration and then we can go for another one. So let us go for this one. So I think I must remove all this part. So let us go for this integration. This is epsilon by 2. You have 2 upon pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x to the power 4 e to the power minus x square dx, and we have minus infinity to plus infinity, that will be y square, and you will go for e to the power minus y square dy. So this is the value of integration, isn't it? Now you can easily use gamma integral. Yes. So what will be this value? So you have epsilon upon 2 into 2 upon pi into this value is what? 2 into
Gamma
what will be this value? Gamma
5 by 2.
This value is gamma 5 by 2. What is this value? This value is gamma 3 by 2, isn't it? And 2 is also there. So you can multiply with 2 also. So 2 into gamma 3/2. Yes, this is the value, isn't it?
सर ये 2 मल्टीप्लाई में क्यों आया सर?
अरे भाई 0 to infinity करोगे तभी तो गामा करोगे. This is even function. How you will go for this integral? Formula तो याद रखो. 0 to infinity x to the power n e to the power minus alpha x square dx is equal to 1/2 into 1/2 भी आएगा. 1/2 into 1 upon alpha to the power n plus 1/2 gamma n plus 1/2. So there is 1/2 is also there. So 1/2 is also there and 1/2 is also there. Okay. This is gamma integral, na? Minus infinity to plus infinity is not gamma integral.
Yes sir.
Okay. So this will cancel out. This will cancel out. What you will get? This. So I will just keep this thing here, because this will multiply with another integral also. So epsilon upon 2 into what you have? 2 upon pi into what will be gamma 5/2? 3/2, 1/2 root pi, isn't it? And what is gamma 3/2?
Yes.
And gamma 3/2 is what? Again 1/2 root pi. Okay. So this pi, this pi, this pi is cancel out. And what you have? You have this 2 is cancel out. And you have epsilon upon 2 into 3/4, isn't it? 3/4 for this integration. And similarly 3/4 for this integration also. So you will go for 3/4 for this integral also. So what will be value? 3 epsilon naught by 4. 3 epsilon naught by 4. So similarly, so look at it, just you can check the integral value. You can just check this particular integral value. I think I am correct. Okay. You can just check it with yourself. So let me, yes, that will be 3 epsilon upon 4. So you can easily get this particular value. So let us, and that will be also another term will be same 3 epsilon by 4. So should I remove all this calculation?
Yes sir.
So when we will, and please do this calculation with yourself, है ना? ये कभी याद नहीं हो सकता है, आपको बार बार करना होगा. So I am doing this calculation from last 12 years, but every time it will take the same amount of effort. Okay. So what is my H0? My H0 is basically 2002. What is my HP? HP is 0, 3 epsilon by 4, 3 epsilon naught by 4, 0. What will be eigenvalue? You have two eigenvalue, that is 3 epsilon by 4 and minus 3 epsilon by 4. So this will be the perturbed term. This will be the correction term. So what you can do? Initially, you have only this unit of energy, but once you will give this perturbation, where is the, okay, I have just removed this thing. Once we will give this perturbation, then what will happen? This energy level will break into two parts. So this value will be 2 minus 3 epsilon naught by 4, and this value is 2 plus 3 epsilon naught by 4. So it is just breaking into two parts. So it will be again completely broken. Okay. So this is all about some problems. Obviously we have done two, but it both are very nice problem. Okay. So tomorrow we will do one or two more problem, and then we will go for time dependent perturbation theory. Okay. So up to this, I think you all people are comfortable.
Yes sir.